Hello, thanks for clicking the link to find out what this is all about. This is an introductory video to explain the what, the why, the who, and the how, and the where. So let's get into it. What am I doing? What actually am I doing? I'm drinking water only every day until my health issue resolves or until my hunger returns. And typically the tongue clears at the same time. How much weight will I lose? Well, for you Americans, it's about up to a pound a day. For you, for the rest of the world, it's about a half a kilo. It doesn't have to be that much. It depends on your caloric output. Typically, what the doctor here said is if my calorie output is, let's say, 2,000 calories a day with a little bit of exercise and rest and meditation, then every 5 days I'll lose about 1 kilo. All right, so just to give you an idea. But the daily updates I'll have on this channel will give a basic description, in under 2 minutes to update you, from basically my journaling. I'm going to take my weight, my blood pressure, health reactions, and observations, and let you know how it's going. So, what's in it for you to watch this and keep coming back and see the daily updates? Well, if you're my family or close friend, probably you care about my well-being and what's going to happen next. If you're a friend of a friend or it's sent to somebody who doesn't know me, well, what is in it for you? Well, it's firsthand knowledge from my experience live that will basically empower you with knowledge and dispel any myths or fears, misinformation around water fasting that you can share with people that you love, or maybe yourself or someone you care about that you may find beneficial for yourself or for him or her. So at the end of this intro video, I highly recommend you watch a 56-minute documentary called Science of Fasting, and it'll appear up on the left-hand screen as a link for you to watch. And on the right side, it's a subscribe button. If you hover over the water drop, you'll be able to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already below on the red button. And that'll keep you posted on the daily updates that I do. I start tomorrow morning, and so tomorrow will be day 1. All right, so why am I doing it? Most of you are probably pretty curious. Some of you know, some of you may not know. Well, the primary reason is I want to live, right? My daughter is probably one of the most important little souls in my life right now that, well, I'm very grateful that she chose me as her papa. And she's turning 10 in March, which I hope to be home for her birthday. And I want her to be able to have daily updates from her papa, direct, authentic, open, what's happening. Don't want to hide anything. So that's the primary reason for this. Obviously, my close friends and family as well, they're going to have questions, and it's a way for them to get answers to questions on a daily basis. Even you can ask some questions in the comments. I might be able to post and answer them when I have the energy or the time. But it's a way for me to disconnect from the world, but also stay connected and update the people that I care about and love. So, why am I doing this? For health reasons. What is the issue? Well, to summarize, 3 years ago I ran into a virus or a pathogen in China while working. Some of you know that I'm a pilot. I've been a pilot for about 20 years. So when I was there, I contacted this unknown pathogen that slowly started taking my immune system down over the past 3 years. And to sum it up, basically I had infections, and then I had a swollen lymph node that came 2 years ago, started slowly changing and growing, and now it's grown all the way up. And if you can see the outline of it. It's grown all the way up into the top, bulging out beneath my ear. And Western medicine has claimed from their observations and a needle aspiration, which is a small sample, that it's metastasized cancer. Alternative doctors say a different story. There was a woman that took a scan of my body with this Russian machine that detected different viruses and pathogens in my body and locations. And here, she said, there's a very powerful streptococcus bacteria infection. So it doesn't matter what it is or if it's a combination. From my knowledge of fasting, it will resolve it. Everything will be consumed, and the immune system will clear it. That is my hope. So, why am I posting the channel? Well, I've answered that already, and I think it's going to bring a lot of awareness and knowledge to those who maybe don't know so much about therapeutic fasting. So, who am I? Well, I am a 49-year-old. I've been a pilot for 20 years. I rock climb, play chess, and I'm still discovering on this journey who I am and open to learning. And I feel like there's a massive shift coming in my life after this. I'm a single papa who's completely in love with his daughter, and she's the light of my life, and I'm very, very grateful that she's in it. So that's who I am. Where am I at and how am I doing it? Well, I chose a place that's warm for vitamin D in the sun. As you can see, it's on a nature reserve just outside of Johannesburg in South Africa. There's wildebeest, zebra. It's a big facility. They have their own spring water source that's filtered through dolomite, which was really important for me to have living water. And there's a doctor here that's been supervising water fast for over 40 years, and up to 45 days is the longest he said he's witnessed. And it's an integrative approach because this doctor is also allopathic. He consults and contracts for the local hospitals in Johannesburg. So there's a lot of different therapies on site, but what they really focus on is what's called a hydrotherapy cycle, and that's basically starting off with a little exercise, a little massage, going on really hot and then really cold, and then resting, and doing this throughout the cycle through the day, these cycles. Yeah, so their facilities are amazing. Food is incredible. I got here and just settled in for a couple days, and kind of loading up on the fat, preparing for this long-term fast. And they have an incredible jacuzzi. They have dry saunas. They have steam saunas, and they have these steam boxes where your head just sticks out and steams your whole body. They have a cold water pool, warm water, jacuzzis, yeah. So massage, therapist, psychology, all kinds of trainings throughout the day, and workshops. So it's really an incredible place. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for watching and being interested, and stay tuned for day one tomorrow.